Thank you so much. I feel like every time that I am in a group conference and we're very conscious about our progress and the work that we're doing for healing, self-healing and healing of the planet, there's I don't know if that's the word communality, like everything is in common, like we all sharing the same problems. And I was going to ask Paul about to release some pain in the bottom of my feet.
Okay,
And,
let's do that.
Yeah, but then it was resolved because Katie was talking about injustice at work and how, the energy race when you feel like, why are they doing this if I am just working and, there are people just making my work difficult. And sometimes I feel it's because some jealousy I feel sometimes or feeling that triggered by that other person, or I don't know what the word would fit in there, but I just got a new job and it's partial. I'm not going there all the time, but on my first experience, it was so much bad energy, and I have been getting sick many times by going to this place without having a medical answer. Because I went to the pharmacy the other day and it's like, your blood pressure is fine. But then there are other things that are triggering me from that work area. And then now that you were talking about this, I'm like, okay, Katie's talking for me. And then Paul is resolving our problems by helping us out with this middle path, how to take things from the roots and release, discomfort from emotions.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Yeah, we can work on the jealousy. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Give me a number from a 0 to 10.
I will say a 7.
Okay. All right. So let's look at that. And where do you feel this? You're saying, where do you feel the energy or the response, the body tension connected to the thoughts of jealousy?
If I can relate to what happened around the same time, or with the bigger picture, instead of going directly to the feet, I would say my arms got numb.
Oh, okay.
Both
yeah.
got numb.
So this is an important point for everybody. Notice where you feel numb, okay? Sometimes numbness could be very subtle. And also, if we have triggers, it's best to work through them than to maybe if you don't have an option, you have to drink alcohol or eat food or stuff yourself down, then you numb yourself more. So paying attention to numbness is very important. Like Loli just said, there's numbness in the arms. So let's look at the arms. Is it in both arms or just one arm?
Both. It started from the right and it crossed to the left.
So again,
I started feeling amplified, that type of numbness all over my body, and I thought that I was having a heart attack, but the guy at the pharmacy said, you're completely fine. I was like, I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Okay. All right. So let's work on that. So we're applying the same technique that we talked about earlier, the opposite. So upper body issue, looking at lower body. So it's in the knees. Okay. So when I say lower body, and once you learn the technique, you just kind of scan the person and just where the energy weakness is. So it's in the knees. So like what's behind the weakness, right? You ask yourself the subconscious the question, the intuition the question, and there's fear and grief there, okay? And not safe. And just follow your breath just to kind of release fear, grief, not safe. These are ancestors' fears, not safe, and grief there. And there's anger there. No energy in the knees. So I know Vicky earlier we worked on the knees, but so this is gonna continue to strengthen for everybody else. So now there's grief and fear in the face, not safe there. And then again we're gonna look at the character. The character called Loli is experiencing some type of jealous experience. So there's grief in the face. So we're going to start to release this character, the mask of the character. And then there's more grief there. and more sadness there. So again, now let's look at the dualistic perception, which is like if I'm not experiencing this jealousy experience, I'm gonna be safe or happy or okay, right? If I'm experiencing it, I'm not safe. If I don't experience it, I'm happy or or whatever, safe or joyful. Okay? The if then perception in the third eye. So we want to start releasing this perception from the face. There's grief there, not safe there. And now from the face is a connection to the heart, fear in the heart. We're going to release that from the heart, and there's grief there. And we're not safe in the face area. Okay, now look at your arms. How's your arms? Is the numbness gone? And how you feel now?
Yeah, no, arms are fine. They come and go. It's a temporary thing that comes and go. But I feel great right now, and even the tingling sensation that I had on my feet went away.
Yeah, good. So what happens? What happens is that like the jealousy experience is still something on the outside. The self is completely like there's no attachment to this physical world. The bliss, your bliss and your happiness, the inside is eternal. The self is eternal. Everything else that's outside is temporary. Okay? So by destroying the dualistic perceptions, you can remain more and more on the inside. You don't lose your energy. Okay, that's what we just did. And so, well, cool. Thanks, Loli. I'm going to go to the next caller here.